form of committed cooperation shall not have passed away merely to be replaced by a far more neglect. We shall not always expect to find them support our view, but we shall always hope to find them strongly supporting their own chart, and to remember that in the past there were lessons learned and still more to be. To those Rotarians in the corners of District 3780, and even those Rotarians across the globe struggling to break the bands of forgotten has-beens, we pledge our best effort to help them help themselves. For whatever period is required, not because we are better or worse, but because it is right. Because if anyone who cannot help by any means do not fall within the bounds of the Rotary service above self. To our community, where we offer our service, we offer a special pledge. Convert our good words into good deeds in a new alliance of progress. To assist freemen in casting off the chains of poverty, so that this peaceful revolution of hope cannot become the pre-hostile disasters like what we just had. Let all neighbors know that any Rotarian shall join with them to overcome any odds, no matter what. And let every people know that this organization intends to remain the master of its own house. To that world of Rotary clubs, Rotary International, our last best hope in an age where the instruments of poverty have outpaced the instrument of growth, we renew our pledge of support. To cooperate from becoming merely a forum of invectives, to strengthen its shield of the new and weak, and to enlarge the area in which we may reach. Finally, to the people who would make themselves our venue of service, we offer not a pledge but a request that all begin anew the quest for growth before the dark powers of destruction unleashed by nature, man-made science, so-called engulf all humanity in a blunt or accidental destruction. We dare not tempt them with weakness. For only when our arms and beliefs are sufficient beyond doubt can we be certain we can win. In our hands, my fellow Rotarians, more than mine will rest the future of Rotary. And the final success or failure of our course, since this club was founded, each and every member has been summoned to give testimony of its loyalty. It is only in our graves that we can define our call to service as a true beloved Rotary. Now, the trumpet summons us again, a call to burst strength and hope. Though little we are, but we bear the burden of a long twilight struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, patience and tribulation, a struggle against common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and calamities. Can we forge against these enemies a grand and global alliance? All Rotarians in the world that can assure a more fruitful life for all mankind. Let us join in that historic effort. For together we stand against all odds. There is no amount of climate change that can wreak havoc and fear among mankind. In the long history of the world, war has been the main agenda. In our generation, the time has changed. The world is getting smaller every day. And the technology and weapons of destruction has been great that they may even surpass natural calamities. As Rotarians, we have been granted the role of defending the people in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people in any generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which brings to this endeavor will light our way and all observe it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. The light from a Rotary torch united in the avenue of service. And so, my fellow Rotarians, allow me to borrow the famous line of great American President John F. Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country and people. My fellow Rotarians, ask not what the Rotary Club of Tomas Morato will do for you, but what together we can do for service to man. Finally, whether you are a Rotarian or not, whether you are strong or weak, whether you are rich or poor, ask of us here the same high standards of strength and sacrifice which we ask of you, with a good conscience as our only sure reward. With history, the final judge of our days, let us go forth to lead the land we love, asking God's blessings and help, but knowing that here on earth, God's work